NFL brings us to the city of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Seattle Seahawks and the Los Angeles Rams.
Hlavně oba na 8 týdnů v jednom zápase.
Michael Owen teď zahodil takovou obrovskou.
They'll run with a former Badger, it's Corey Clement. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
He's not going to get me. Chester.
We go. 76. 76.
On 2nd down, Clement. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6.
Hey, high 7.
From the gun, here's Goff. He finds his man Johnson. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. This is away, and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. So well done there. These punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. 11 yards there and a 1st down for Seattle. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense, because someone's going to look for some big yardage.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
No. Watch out.
Here's Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right? Yeah. Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
30 sekund. 20 sekund.
They run it with Carson, and he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. Wilson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack. Well, for last week's performance, which was so good, he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week. He got a lot of praise, and understandably so, from national media. Looking pretty good on that play, too.
And I love what he told us this week before the game. He talked about how much time they spend working on pass rush moves, every position, because anyone could go after the quarterback in their defense, and you can see how they've all absorbed their lessons.
4 yards on the pickup, and it's going to be third down and a ways to go here, 3rd and 14.
Mike is 59. Mike is 59. Let's go, team. Let's go.
Throwing is Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good, 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Well, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Clement. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. Tackle coming from the safety, Trey Flowers.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Throw over the middle, it's taken in by his tight end. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Give him 32 on the play.
That's a real nice job right there, working the middle of the field, working against those safeties. And you know, partner, if you get your hips turned the wrong way, big plays can result.
And a big play resulted right there.
Right there.
They'll run on 1st down. Clement, he'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
5.
Big Ed. Hey, check.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Goff. Forced out to his left. He'll run it.
Jared Goff běží do endzóny, je to touchdown!
Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves,
15
was the coverage
yardový
too
běh
good to
Jareda
allow him to
Goffa.
run the football? I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
Zerline good with a PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Move the seats.
So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a second and long.
Oni by měli bránit tu stvarnou stejnou.
This is Carson.
Bránila stejnou stejnou. A měli by bránit, jako byla, ano, měli by stát, měli by se nevědět, aby se nebyla první
yards as they get closer for third down. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Third and 2, now Wilson.
Aaron Donald, 30
Aaron Donald in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the second time. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Now Natson. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. A shotgun snap for Goff. Flush to his right. They'll find Everett there, complete. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
To jsou taky kokotiny, no, že to je neuvěřitelné. Já vím, co vím, faktem. To navrtáme. Teď na hlavně. Ježíš, mě si to zase zvyklo, ta FIFA. To je takový hovno. Co ty prachy dostojí, ale jsou schopné, aby to fungovalo. Nic se stalo.
Throwing on third, Goff. He's letting it fly for Cooks. It's caught inside the 25.
Brandon Cooks! Touchdown! One play touchdown! Brandon Cooks,
77 yards. And the Rams strike quickly here for 6 points. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in big speed limits out there, and off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
This is feeling at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game. And typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
He
slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. That should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there, and that'll bring up second down. Wilson to throw again. Incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, and it's third down. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that, but if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position, you have to be. You just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong.
První down,
It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
On first down, Carson looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. It's Melvin Ingram on the tackle. Those are the plays this defense needs with the deficit they're facing.
It certainly is, and they've got to continue to swarm the football and hope that someone, while they're holding up the ball carrier, can get in there and rake it and lock it free. They need to get some takeaways as well.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. He couldn't hook up with a new one that time, and it's third down.
The beauty of being able to play zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
And he's got Lockett. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. And they'll get this down to the 10. It's a good gain of 11. Sets them up 1st and goal. 2 minutes to play first half. It's 14-0. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Watch the whip. Hey, switch gears.
On 2nd down, it's Carson. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Got it.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Looking in zone, but it's incomplete. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
Jak se píše šťastný?
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Goff now to throw. And that's complete to Cooks. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for L.A.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
Now Clement fumbles the football.
That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Here goes it on. 20.
Release.
Ne, teprve je druhá.
Kill. Check right. Watching it by. Watch QB drop.
From just shy of midfield, Goff. Johnson's got it complete. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half.
We want it. Come to my world. Hey, check Mike 21. Mike Super 66. Here we go. Check 50. Check 50. Tiger.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15.
Left. We're good. Hey, Foxtrot.
The final shot before break here. Goff. And he's got the
Orang
hook
tady
up to
nějakou
move.
galade.
And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. So we're at halftime here on a Monday night as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
Ty vole, jaký drapion.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end complete. A gain there of 21 yards.
Let's go.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. John Johnson with the INT. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Set the tone, defense.
Jaké nejlepší Němec bránce?
Rush in, rush in,
Němec,
rush in. Hatch it, slam.
And they'll start the drive here with an end around. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for 2nd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
They'll run with Clement, and they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Just a yard on the gain there, and that leaves them with 14 yards still to go on 3rd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. Give him 8 yards on the carry, and that's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Johnny Hacker now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Returnable for Lockett. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field.
Good job right there. Good job right there. Check. 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 Let's go, 14. Off.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same, right? The coverage skills and responsibilities are the same, and he is paying it off in a big, big way.
180. DC.
Here it comes. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
General West.
They'll run here with John Kelly, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Out of the gun. Gone. Looking left side. That's caught by Moore. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there's an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. And
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick, and the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
And the play goes nowhere, losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
What? 380.
Mike is 59. Mike to 59.
Not today, you are. Not today.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Wilson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Aaron Donald in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. From the shotgun, Wilson. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know, the rhythm seems off. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. It was Trey Flowers that time who got a hand in and broke it up.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down LA.
It appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do in that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams, and there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
54, Mike, 54, smooth. Watch 54, watch 54. Watch the run, watch the run. Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
Goff throwing again. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one, a gain of 20 and a 1st down. Goff now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Go, 12, go.
Tak mi to...
Right there in the middle. Hey, seam 6, seam 6. Double.
To
Mike
má
55, Mike 55, Mike 55. All day, pump.
Throwing again is Goff. He gets it to Cooks. 20. Touchdown, LA. Brandon Cooks with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. that doesn't happen, it looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It's a gain of 15. First down, Seahawks. Wilson. And they've got the hook up. This is Olsen. That throw good for 4. It's second down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Wilson going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Looking to throw on second down. Wilson, he's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Now that turnover might just about do it here. 4th quarter, the lead that you've got, they can just run the football, run the clock.
Exactly right. They played smart, couple of first downs, and this one should just about be over.
Shaquille Griffin in on the stop defensively. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Throwing on second down, Goff. Vic Beasley, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
As I was watching the play unfold, my eyes immediately went to the referee because I wanted to see, was he going to put those 2 hands over his head, that universal signal for a safety? But it's at the 1-yard line. You know you're playing with fire when you get sacked that close to the goal line.
On 3rd down, here comes Clement. And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines.
Dal jsem Tullyho one play touchdown.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see, do they rely more on nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Aaron Donald make that now 4 sacks for him in tonight's ball game. Wilson after the play fake to Carson.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury.
Let's make these big. I'll go.
3rd and long. It's Wilson.
Birmagor a
Escape, and he
pátý
goes
sekal
down.
Ronalda.
Aaron Donald. My goodness,
Yeah.
make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really turning in an incredible performance. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. The Seahawks will go for it. It's Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Já jsem ji hodil
The
jenom jednou.
Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position.
Já jsem to hodil jenom jednou, víckrát jsem se ani nepokoušel. Byl z toho takhle, ale to je. Ne, fakt to bylo jenom jednou.
Now Goff on 1st down.
Cooks touchdown!
For a Rams touchdown by Brandon Cooks. Brandon Cooks there to make the grab. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Zerline good with a PAT. And they open the lead up now to 25. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Jo.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Now Wilson. They'll run the screen with Carson. And some space here. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 39 yards there, a big one. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
After the sack on 1st down, Wilson, he's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Wilson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Now on fourth down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Rams get the football in outstanding field position.
Cut. 180. Watch it, cut.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
Black 20.
54 Mike. Silver.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee
Vítězí
here.
proti Seahawks. Takže máme stejnou bilanci a zatím
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now third and
je to
long.
výsledek zápasu. 28-3.
So the LA Rams with a victory here. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the
Po
second half
5
shutout.
výtah
Yeah, think
4
about
seky.
the
Zkus
team that just
hádat,
got
kolik má
vanquished.
teďkon
They
v
did
16.
score in the
výku.
second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last
34.
points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they plan to do going